welcome everybody here today, Tuesday evening, meeting here at 8 o'clock, every 8 o'clock on Tuesday. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't done any Shamanic Journey before, it's a way for us to experience an opening into the spirit world where we're connected to receive information from our spirit animals and passing on information in a metaphorical way through the energies of the animal that exists. And those messages that we receive are important guidance for us to follow if we open ourselves up to it. All right, so today is Shamanic Journey number 76 to our metaphysical body. And when I thought about our metaphysical body, I thought somewhat of the assessment of a person's spiritual issues or imbalances and by looking into the physical realm. And, often examining the beliefs, the energy patterns, and the karmic connections or deeper underlying causes that might be contributing to something physical going on or current challenges that we face in the form of external symptoms. And every time, we have a conversation with certain people, we ask how they're doing. There are many times people will express that they have a physical ailment that is going on. A certain expression of the physical body through the emotions. It's difficult for us to sometimes to pinpoint the specific emotion that creates a certain imbalance in the external physical body, but it's important for us to retrace or to analyze our current situation and what we're experiencing in the physical body. And what that means is really underscoring what we feel emotionally. So there is definitely obviously a connection between our emotions and physical body. And as we know, and I always mention, we store a lot of the emotions in the physical body in specific places. And there are different places in the body that represent specific areas or where that metaphysical connection comes through. And if we look at our left side of our body, and I've mentioned this before, the left side of our body represents the feminine. It represents the past. The deeper the pain or the feelings we have in our body, which usually are the toes, is usually presents itself as deeper into the family line, into the deeper connections of our physical body, of our connection to our relatives, ancestors, and so on. The right side of the body represents the masculine. Okay, it represents the future, and it represents the ability to go forward in our steps of our path of discovering what we want to find out about things going forward. As we look again to the left, that requires us going back into the past. The front of our body represents the present, and the back of our body represents the past. So our body is a roadmap. It gives us signals and it tunes us into the physical symptoms, but it also, if we pay attention to it, we can retrace and think in our minds where some of the things that we experience, originate from. And it's an important aspect for us to do this because it becomes almost a psychosomatic type of condition where we feel something in the physical body, but we just keep feeling it in that area. But unless we resolve the emotional connection to it, then it just keeps going on. We have expressions in our body, and sometimes it's difficult for us to feel those expressions. So what we do is we want to suppress. So for example, anything like on the skin that we're feeling is really something that's trying to come out. And what do medications do? Medications try to reduce the inflammation. They try to push things further back into the system. When sometimes if we just sit with something and remain patient, then the expression will reveal itself, and eventually we're able to then almost receive a message from the body as a roadmap to what's really going on. But that requires patience. That requires us shifting our approach towards mechanisms of healing. Whereas when we go for conventional healing, we receive medications again that have an instant effect on suppression. They may help us, but do they really reach the core of what is going on? Whereas the physical body is trying to excrete and to remove and to make us aware of that. And so it's important for us to pay attention to the messages of the body, and also to then tie it to the emotions of our situations. And again, metaphysical healing is a way of addressing the patterns that have existed. When your body's sick, it's telling you something. It's telling you whether you're doing something right or whether you're doing something wrong, or what you need to really change in your life. And until we reach that conclusion that we can heed the advice of our physical body, we just wind up circling around and creating bigger issues for ourselves. Not to say that there aren't situations that require attention. And just to know, we're not just our physical body. We're also a connection of the emotions, the mind, the spirit of our existence. And it takes a complete harmony and balance for all those things to work together in order for us to reach a state of equilibrium. And so I wanted just for you to pay attention to your physical body and to see again where the emotions get stored, how they get stored. What repetitive thought are you having? What side of the body are you feeling a particular ailment? Is it the front? Is it the back? Is it the left? Is it the right? Right? Is it the top? Is it the bottom? How deep does it go into your ancestry? How deep does it go into your family line? Is it something chronic? Is it something acute? Right? All these different types of things. And what are you experiencing emotionally at a present moment that's creating this? Many times people get backaches and they say, oh my God, I got this terrible backache, or I have this terrible neckache. Well, what burden are you carrying on your shoulders? What financial or career change are you going through in your lower back? So ask yourself that question. And today we'll journey, and you could ask your spirit animal what aspect of your physical body is in need of being paid attention to, so that you can make a shift and understand the emotion and physical connection. All right? So let's take a deep breath in. Let's get in a relaxed state, if you can, a place where you can either lie down or sit up, having your eyes closed, covering your eyes, taking a deep breath when you're ready. And let's start that now. So let's take a deep breath in and exhale. Try to empty your mind of anything. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take one more deep breath in and exhale. And I just want you to try to allow whatever images or information that comes through when you are in contact with your spirit animal. Don't try to control it. Don't try to judge it. Just be in a state of allowance, receiving, receptivity. Okay, take one more deep breath in and we'll start our journey. We're walking in a forest, in a beautiful forest. There are tall trees. The sun is shining through. And as you walk, the sun warms your face. And the whistling of the birds can be heard in the background. Up ahead is a footbridge. Okay, take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take one more deep breath in and exhale. Move your fingers, move your toes, shrug your shoulders, and when you're ready, come back into the room. Okay, so I want to thank you for joining me today on Shamanic Journey number 76 to our metaphysical body, the aspect of ourselves that connects the emotions to the physical, and the significance for us to pay homage and understand that our emotions are important for us to deal with, and we don't want to store them in the physical body. The more we store them in the physical body, the more we create psychosomatic ailments and attachments to our physical body. What's important for us to do is to use the body as a roadmap to understand how the different aspects of our physical body help us or guide us towards where the issues may stem from. So sometimes when we have such strong defenses and we're in the sense of denial, or we're not able to deal with certain emotional issues, it makes sense for us, which is a natural process for us to place them in storing the energies in different places. Just to keep in mind that the left side again is the feminine, things that are happening on the feminine side, the mother side, happening with women, happening with something in the past. The right side is more the masculine, right? Something happening on the father's side, something happening with males, something happening in the future. And it's important for us to understand these concepts because they give us an idea that, you know, we're being guided to better understand ourselves. And every day is a new lesson, and every day is an experience for us to deal with the revelations that actually come out of our bodies. Thing is we don't want to suppress, we want to allow the expression, and we want things to come out. And we want to feel the things so that they can leave and not be pushed further so that we don't deal with them. All right, hopefully that you received some information that was relevant for you. If you're listening to this on the replay, it'd be a great opportunity for you to see the connection between your emotions and your physical, and understand that we are more than just our bodies. It goes beyond that. All right, so I want to thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a great week ahead. I'd like you to tune into my YouTube channel, my podcast that'll be coming up with one of the interviews I did, and many more to come. All right, have a great day, great evening.